Good morning, mathematicians. Are you ready to do more work with 10? Let's dive into lesson 8. Today in our problem set, we are on lesson 8, and the directions tell us to circle to make 10. So we are really working to solve problems by thinking about 10 and grouping numbers together, so that we can solve them more efficiently in our head. But as mathematicians, it's also important to make models. So as you can see, we're showing our work in a variety of ways today to demonstrate that we can think flexibly about numbers. So the first problem says Tom only has 8 goldfish, and we can see a label drawing with 5 groups. 5 and 3 make his 8 goldfish, and 5 angelfish, and we can see a labeled part that says angelfish. We can also see that this mathematician circled 10, and to make 10, she saw that, all right, we already have 8 over here, so if we steal 2 from the 5, that's going to make 10. 8, 9, 10. How many fish does Tom have in all? So this is a story about Tom's fish. He has 8 goldfish and 5 angelfish, and the question is, how many does he have in all? This is an addition problem, right? How many does he have in all? So we're adding 8 plus 5. Now, a great way to solve this is to steal 2 from the 5, just like we showed in our picture. If we steal 2 from the 5, we can see that 8 and 2 make 10, and then we have 3 left. 10 plus 3 is 13. So 8 plus 5 is 13. So do you see how we made 10 to make the problem easier for us? Some people do this in their head. They they don't necessarily need the picture. They're just showing it because they want to be able to what's called justify their work or prove that it's right. You're proving that you're right. But maybe you solved it in your head. In your head you thought, well, I'm solving 8 and 5. Now I know that 8 is close to 10. So if I think, okay, 8 and 2 is 10, and that leaves me 3 left, that's 13. Do you see how that can happen really quickly in your brain? So if you're wondering why you're asked to circle 10, make 10, use a number bond to make 10, that's why. It's because using that 10 helps you solve problems quickly. So you're going to do the same thing in number 2 and 3. Make 10 by circling and then solving. So just like up here, you're going to start by circling 10 in your picture, showing how you broke apart the smaller number in your number bond, and then you're going to make the 10 plus number sentence. Do all parts. That's part of doing your highest quality work. On the next page, the directions are a little bit different. You have to do a little more modeling. So do you see how each problem gets a little bit harder? That's how your problem set is set up. The first one's the easiest, the next couple are a little bit harder, and then the last ones are the hardest of all. So in this section it says to make a math drawing yourself using the 10 frame to show how you made 10 to solve. And they give you an example here. So if you were solving 8 plus 3, and that was all you had, you would start by drawing a picture. So notice that there's 5, 6, 7, 8, white, or light colored circles, that's the 8. Then they added 3, which they made the dark circles, 2, 3. But notice that this part is in a 10, because 8 and the 2 that they stole from the 3, see how the 2 from the 3 is there? That makes 10. 8 and 2 is 10. And then there was 1 left, which they put outside the 10 frame. Finally, after they made the picture and the number bond, they made their new 10 plus number sentence, which was 10 plus 1 equals 11. So that's what you're going to do for 4 through 6. And then on the bottom, you're going to use a number bond to show how you made 10. As always, mathematicians, make sure to do your best on your application problem. Follow all of the directions, and make sure to check in with your manager when you're done for both the problem set and the application problem, so that your manager can say, yes, this is your highest quality work. You should always be doing your highest quality work, so it should be really easy for your manager. You respectfully approach them. So sorry to interrupt you. Here's my work. Hopefully she can say, this looks beautiful. You worked really hard. You can check it off your goal sheet. And then you move on to the next must do. Or if you're done with your must do's, your can do. Okay? Happy mathing. I'm excited to see your problem solving today.